now I'm going to be working on getting off of Castor on the other side. So we've done a lot of mounting, a lot of getting on, a lot of moving, getting him used to my weight and like actually sitting on him and building up the time I can sit on him. Now I'm going to start kind of leaning to the other side. I like to get on both sides and do this on both sides, but like for right now where I'm starting, I'm going to get on and then I'm going to kind of lean to the right like I'm about to dismount from that side. So that's kind of what I'm working on today because I want to work on sitting on him and then get off the other side. So I get up for a second, sit on his back, and then slide off the other side so that he sees me in both eyes and I can kind of come on and off either way because ever since everything I've been doing right now, I've been getting on like this side, like on the left side, and then get off the left side. So I want to make sure that he's okay with getting off on the right side or vice versa. However, I just want him getting used to I get off whatever way and I'm gonna jump off too. So I'm gonna work on that too. So I take like a step and then jump off my block, which I've been doing just with other mounting stuff. But when I do go ahead and get off on that right side, I'm just gonna kind of hop off and I kind of do that with everybody. Like that's just how I get off. Just kind of do a little hop off. So I want him used to that already before I do that. So there, another hop. And then as I hop and like hit the ground, I'm gonna click and then feed him. So that's kind of, I'm just breaking it down into little pieces. So that's kind of what I'm working on here. My pouch thing was kind of getting in the way, so I'm just going to get rid of that and on. And then I'll kind of lean the other way and then jump off. And then I'll grab the treat from over here and feed him. So I just didn't want since I had a weird pouch and it wasn't like an actual pack like that goes around your waist, um, I went ahead and just grabbed him some hay from not off the ground, but I put it on the ground. So that's another thing to think of when you're doing some mounting sensitizing. Make sure they're cool with like whatever pack you're using. It's not gonna flop around or scare them. Make sure they're cool with all that. That's a little desensitizing that you've already done. And some more jumping. I probably do a little bit more of this than I actually need, just because I mean the mounting part I don't want to get wrong. Like I want to make sure that he's totally solid. I can sit on him and he's not gonna be worried. And if I move around, my pack moves, zippers are making noise. Like I get off one side or the other side. I just want to make sure he's solid with all of those things because mounting is a big deal, and I don't want any like thing to happen and he were to get scared, I were to get scared, it's just this whole process. So now I'm kind of leaning more that way, like I would get off. That looks really nice. I'm just kind of increasing the amount I lean to that right side and then jump off. And he's staying really nice, like he's nice and level in his body, like his neck's level or low, and he's just kind of hanging out. And there he's like touching the cone before I get on. I'm cool with that. It looks nice. I've kind of messed with start buttons and use them on and off with Castor. I don't use them all the time with him because he's pretty chill. He enjoys this. Like he doesn't have a lot of fear. With Atlas, I use them a lot more because he does have a lot of fear, a lot more fear than Castor does. So I'm just gonna let him chew and hang out here, speed that up. And he got a little he got a little distracted there. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go over here because I wasn't cueing him to do anything. And that's the thing I'm working on again. So just have him cruise around, turn around, go the other way, find his cone, get into position. There we go. So let him touch the cone and go ahead and feed him. But yeah, so I mean, right now, like I'm using the star button. Sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't. If you've seen in the other videos, I'm not. Um, and like that time, I wasn't either. Like I really would like just the head down to be a start button than necessarily then using the cone. Because then if he's putting his head down and he's being like, okay, I'm okay with this, if he gets tight at any time, I'm going to see that in the head raise, hopefully, before something else happens. So that's what I would like instead of actual like, touching the cone for him. So that's what I'm working on now is the same thing that I was doing is just leaning to the other side because I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. Probably once he's like actually under saddle, I'll probably just get on from the left side. But in this beginning phase, I want to make sure that I can get on and get off both sides. So same thing, get on him, lean the other way, being kind of dramatic, and jump off. Like, and I'm jumping off kind of toward the front because that's where I want to get off. Like, obviously, like, I'm not going to get on off my horse like this all the time. I'm being like, just kind of over the top with my body language and like moving around and like, I want to be just a lot now. Like, I'm not going to get off my horse like that. Like, don't worry about that. I'm just I'm just making sure that he's cool with those things. Like if I were like slump over on him or fall off the front or roll off or whatever, like that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm not gonna just. That's not how I'm gonna get off. It looks kind of silly now, but I'm not gonna do that. So lean and then jump off the front. So I'm missing or not missing. I'm skipping over the mounting block and just sliding off because that's what I'm gonna do. Just probably a lot more often, and then that's what I'm gonna do on that other side because I'm not gonna have that mounting block on the other side. So lean over him and then just hop right off the block to the front. So that looks really good. He's really relaxed during that whole process. I'm pretty happy with that, and then we can kind of move on and get to where I can just slide right off of him on the other side. So I'm really happy with all that.